Back on at 10:55.
We took another look at the language and light of the fact that you're refusing or rejecting our proposal. You had made a comment about where it might, a better location for it might be, only because it might be misleading and have a, in the seniority article, and it has nothing to do with seniority. I don't think we have a job openings contract article. I didn't see one if we did. But I thought maybe Article 37, voluntary transfers, might be an appropriate place to put it. And if you look at that article, I'll show you where.
That's not something that comes up very often.
We're talking about.
Voluntary transfers,
Well, I mean, I understand voluntary transfers, and this article talks about department/division transfers, but prior to that,
but almost never happens.
What about in 10?
so hang on a second, just before that, I mean, you got someone who's moving from the east side to the west side is transferring an assignment and it's voluntary, but if you put it above department division transfer, it could stand on its own. What do you have in 10?
10 is bargaining unit work, it's still open. But just dropping it at the end of 10.
Yeah, I guess that'll work. You said it's still open. Yeah, I don't have a dog in the fight about putting in 37, I just thought it might be, we just add a third paragraph to 10.
Yeah, does that work?
It will work if you agree to another proposal we've come up with. Want to hear all about it?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly wait.
Before you do that, the sentence that we're talking about, it has like a little grammatical error that I'd like to correct.
Well, I obviously didn't write it, that's the case.
No, I wrote it quickly, and then when I read it, I was reading it to somebody, and I went, this isn't grammatically correct.
What needs to change?
It talks about management will make an effort to assign job locations as close to their residence as possible, which makes it sound like it's the management's residence. It should be as close to the employee's residence as possible. It's just a grammar thing.
I get it. Initial proposal was to delete it anyway, so I wasn't too concerned, but to the employee's residence. Well, does someone apply for this? I mean, how's that work? Because I've heard all kinds of things. One, you just, everybody's standing around, hey, who wants to go here, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it depends on the department. I don't know which ones do what. You guys,
You have, who here has
What
east
does-
side, west side, with the
what
exception of you,
does-
because there's seniority. There's truly quite seniority, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we have.
We have it.
East-west
The
split.
fleet does too?
We have
The
Yeah.
the ability to go from one barn to
Oh, yeah.
another.
three.
now how do
places.
people move? Can they request a move, or is it just where you
They usually request, but it takes a while. People have to leave and
Okay.
before they allow it.
So someone communicates their desire to move the next time there's an opening kind of thing, and then you gotta wait for an opening?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And what if there's, let's say for you guys,
Well, the last split we had was that big one, when they just said, okay, you're going here, you're going
Yeah,
here.
that's when they
and-
used the collection licenses and stuff.
Yeah.
So you had guys with, 15, 18 years and dudes with 2 or 3 years getting to pick their location due to their,
all right, so then putting the word applicant wouldn't work, because sometimes people are just being told where to go.
right.
So then just leaving it alone, all factors being equal.
I thought we don't need that clause, do we?
Oh, I'll leave it in there.
Okay. And then move it to paragraph, make it paragraph 3 of 10.
And we're changing to there to be employees. Well, our companion proposal is, we initially proposed language under, let's see, insignia, which is Article 7, where we wanted to have, the union members have the ability to wear a patch, and then, you guys rejected that proposal because of, you thought it might interfere with the uniforms, the way they're laid out, with, I guess, you got a flag on one side and county patch
Well,
on
they
the other.
used, somebody do, somebody don't anymore, yeah.
What the committee is bringing up is that from time to time, and it seems to be happening more often, that someone would like to know who the union steward is, at least, because they see the name up on the bulletin board, they don't necessarily know who that person is. And so what we're proposing is not a full-blown big patch that takes up a whole lot of room, but maybe just a small strip, maybe something even half the size and height as Doug's patch, which says Doug on it, and it'll just say union steward, where, like a bar. It goes under there or goes under the other side, wherever you think might be appropriate, just for employees to know who the steward is. Wouldn't have a name on it, it could just say union steward. But that might be useful, you know, and it works both ways. I think maybe the management, know who the sending employee to as well.
But where are we with everything else?
Well, if you get us attached and you move this to 10, we can agree to the wages, withdraw the bargaining unit, and agree to 1 year duration. Bargaining unit work is modified because that was 10.
I'm okay, are you okay, Jim?
Yeah, give me your exact language on the union steward.
I think that says it, union steward.
No, I mean, give me,
Yeah, I'll
where,
write it up.
size, whatever the case
Whatever,
would be.
like about what this is, what is this?
Probably half.
4x2 or something? 4x2 maybe?
Like a little strip.
Yeah,
Half the size height-wise, but pretty close to the width, maybe a little.
Yeah, the width the same.
They don't have a ruler?
Height-wise, half.
Yeah, like,
Nobody
two.
takes those with them.
They might have them. Let's see.
There you go.
thank you. 3 by 1.5.
So 3 by 1, or, yeah, I don't know how they come, but,
Depends how many
Well,
letters.
we'll
you
do
have
it no
on the
larger
front.
than that kind of thing,
Three by 1.5.
It depends on the letters, how big it is.
Right.
All right, so union stewards may wear an additional label with the term union steward no larger than 1.5 by 3 inches.
You're running up, okay, goes in right
Does that sound all right?
Sounds right.
What is it, 1.5 by 3?
Mhm.
1.5 by 3 inches.
What do you want?
In 7?
Hmm?
In 7?
oh, on their body or in the
On the
contract?
uniform.
Yeah, I think under,
Under the flag or under the?
Yeah.
County,
Under the county?
Probably under the county. Probably.
yeah, it probably looks better under the round.
Really, the flag?
Well, I guarantee you if we put it under the flag, somebody will complain about the flag. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Some of my shirts do, some don't. We went for a while there where they didn't put patches on, I still got a few of those.
Are those always on the left shoulder?
Yes.
got appointed union stewards shall be allowed to wear a patch no larger than 1.5 inches by 3 inches on their county uniform beneath the county patch located on the employee's left shoulder.
I think that covers it, right?
Some of the shirts don't have a county patch, just beyond the left shoulder.
And just to clarify, because I asked the question before, but I think I know what the answer is. I'm gonna sign it. I think I know what the answer is, but I didn't
Oh,
specifically hear it.
I saw that signature.
Regarding the retro pay, that there is no dispute with the retro pay going back to October 5th after
Right.
ratification.
Right.
Okay.
Now, because there's so many moving parts with this, we're making every effort to do this as quickly as possible. And the 24th is our target, and I don't anticipate any glitches. It might be in 2 action forms instead of 1, but, you
So
know,
we can go to everybody and say the 24th check they should see.
yeah.
Okay.
If, you know, if there's a problem, it really is, but if there is, obviously, it would be the next paycheck, but back to the 5th, you know.
Okay, and retro to the 5th.
There's like 1,500 action forms, so, and it might be 2 action forms for some people, so.
All right, well, can we add something to this to ensure that there's gonna be retroactive pay?
So how about looking, if you look just above Article 50, the paragraph that begins, implementation as described above is a one-time adjustment to be completed following ratification of this agreement, calculated to October 5th, 2014.
Yeah, we'll say retroactive to October 5th.
Either way.
Say calculation, say paid retroactively.
Sure. Agreement, comma, paid. Retroactively to 10/5/14.
And obviously, you know, it's in your best interest to get it ratified as soon as possible. And we'll, as soon as you do it quickly, you know.
Well, we could do it, we could have it ratified by the end of next week if we have an on-site ballot, but then you'd have to let the employees come and vote.
Which we do in other places.
How did we do it last time?
We did it by mail the last time.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have it for you by next Friday.
And we, you know, Citrus County School Board, I'm sorry, yeah, both school board and Citrus County BOCC, they just pick a day and they just allow people to, we just set up either multiple polling sites or just one, whatever's more convenient. And at Citrus County BOCC, we have one satellite, it's the equivalent of, not Road and Bridge, but it's similar to the guys who patrol it. It's just got a different name for it. But anyway, they just use one satellite, and everybody just comes by and just drops their ballot.
So
I
what
initialed yours.
What happens, you mail out the ballots and then they
Mail
come
them
in
back.
and,
They mail it back.
or under this scenario, you would, before they come in, you mail it out, right? How do they get the ballots, I guess?
Mail it to them.
Well, if it's an
No,
if
it's
it's
just
an
an on-site
on-site
thing.
ballot, you'd have like,
Oh, they
you
just
would,
come in?
like, yeah, you would have like a normal election. Barbara D. Simone, okay, we look your
Okay.
name up in the book and hand you your
Okay.
ballot and you go put it in the box.
Couldn't we use these,
John, is that how it
Okay,
works?
so you would just,
Huh? Is that how it works?
Yeah, we just, we have copies of the contract out on hand. We could post it on the county website, post it on the union website. We could send a letter out to everybody saying, this is what it's about, this is what it is, voting occurs on this day. And then people just drop by and drop a ballot. We have a window period of all day long or whatever's convenient.
like,
Yeah, so we have to
cleaning
go to
sites
5:30.
for.
Well, we don't wanna have that many of them, because that's gonna problematic. We can use one or more of those sites for sure. Whatever. Let me sign this thing before I get on. So check, John, you guys keep talking, but I can't.
now, do you need any,
This page has strikeouts on it too, if you wanna sign the first page, that's injuries.
you don't need any of our staff to, or you guys?
No, we do have sold, I mean, we're
do
gonna have,
all stuff?
first of all, logistically, what do you think, I mean, we could use the two courthouses at a minimum. We could set up a table.
Well, not the courthouse, because there's security, that's a pain in the ass.
Well, not
The
courthouse. What's in Dade City?
administrative, they have a
POCC,
building just like the building I'm in Dade City.
yeah.
So that's a better,
So at a minimum, we need two locations, one east, one west.
Mhm.
We could have more than that, but we'd have to have people,
well,
that are on this committee, I mean, we'll, take them off of work and the union will pay them for the time.
Yeah, I'd say have one here, one over there, and I'd say you need to put one at Wesley too.
Right in the middle.
That's right in the middle.
It's right in the middle. I mean, you'd get both
no,
sides in
Wesley's
the
on
middle.
the east side, isn't it?
Right, yeah. I mean, it's-
So is Dade City.
Yeah, but a little further east, you know what I mean?
Let's come back to that in a second. Let's get TA'd what we TA'd on. so we
Yeah.
keep
Yeah,
track of
yeah.
that. Obtaining the duration costs. Oh, wait, too many copies to keep track of. We do the same one that we did before.
Article 10 is the next one. We have to write it out, we haven't written it out yet.
Yeah, you were writing it out, did you write it out somewhere? I thought you
We
wrote
just
it
talked
out.
about it. Well,
So it's the
in
language
37,
from-
I mean, we made some corrections
Yeah.
to it, but we're gonna move it to 10. Not 37, that was my proposal. Where's, seniority, that's,
14, right? 19, I'm sorry, 19.
we wrote it out on 19, but we
Yeah,
moved
so-
it.
Move it to 10.
You wanna just write it on one and then make a copy of it?
It's okay with me.
Good. No, you guys have gone back and forth a couple times about all factors being equal.
No, I think keep it in.
Leave it in, I already wrote it out. I thought
Well,
we-
we got white out if we need it. I'm just saying, is it gonna be problematic to have that language in there? We're gonna get a debate over whether things are equal or not. Because, I mean, all things being equal, all factors being equal, was, like you said, Jim, something that I used, or we've used in the past to lead up to, okay, well, everybody's equal, so let's seniority push something over the edge. So you want the ability to have someone.
It's a tiebreaker, essentially, so,
Right.
we know what that means.
But if we're basing something on where somebody lives, what tie is being broken? And I'm not,
Qualifications.
so the qualifications have to be equal before the tiebreaker of someone living close.
So I've got all factors being equal, management will make every effort to assign job locations as close to the employee's residence as possible.
Okay. Okay, so wages we TA, Article 10 we TA, duration we signed off on.
Bargaining unit workers, the other one.